good, I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too gold. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
straight from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Dino, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can two.
snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape excited, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Pow. Premiere album still gonna happen.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah.
that you rather hated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now. Here's an update. I'm a real snob. I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stay. I'm finna give it a good shot on my casse. She want the Mew Mew. She want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I miss, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rap if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby. I ain't like the rest of them. She a fanatic for that. Yeah, new house in the hills. Fine, waiting for me down in Brazil. Five, had to go on for the kill. It's 5 + 8, you know the deal. It's a skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him? I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. Just a couple reparations that I factor in. We saw the Toyota Ethiopians, yeah, but I'm on right now. I wanna start and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down. I need that.
As an immigrant who came into this country, adapting it every day, the language barrier, the culture barrier, everything, but you have to face it. I've been working my butt off, you know?
I was named after my grandfather, so I can't put shame to the name I'm proud of. If they it up correct, don't treat your family with honor. I don't care if it's easy for the barista, I promise. Yeah, me and my dad on the beach, he passed it to my sis while our toes touch the sea. I hope you hatin' get to do the same thing. Success don't suck, what sucks is wondering. 730 days and 32 new grades. That album got me stressed, I tune it like T-Pain. Yeah, I got the keys and these got keychains. They keep taking shots, but they missing, they need aim. Caught the signal like Bruce Wayne. Never had it all, but I built it from loose change. Life is like a white tee, baby, it gets stained. But you better bundle up, cause it's a cold game.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Treat like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause
trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are cray, I'm getting used to change. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Face of mortals, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical, so I cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down Honey Lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. Face of mortals, that's so typical. Face of a mortal, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tell like a god, that's so typical. So cynical, so don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out. Around and find out. Find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one, and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror, and I thank God he's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto Vanessa, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like,
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the...
Rifles one is going to be intercepted. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Short one there to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have the Steelers first down as he'll get this down to the 40. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Steelers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Real quick. 0 to 100.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Hall again on 2nd down. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Browns defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league. And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now it's Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Malik Collins able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman.
DeAndre Carter back deep. They'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their opening drive, that ended with the interception. Fortunate, though, it didn't lead to points. It didn't lead to points, and because they kind of got away with one, maybe you come back and throw something similar again to show that you're not afraid, that you're not going to back down, and take your shot. Let the defense know that you're going to be there all game long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week. And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, help him catch it in stride, and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
An inside run with Judkins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play. And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers. Right now, that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Carson Schlesinger in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
The career is my estate when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Paul ought to give up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down up near midfield. So a clever idea to send a return man back there, and it nearly paid off. The Browns drive about to get started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And some room to run now. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Watson. Gets this over the middle to Tillman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Watson. Flush to his right. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
At the 37-yard line.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down to about the 37.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball again on second down. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
58.
To throw is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 20. Here's Rodgers. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And the Browns have got a first and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
19 tight.
Watson now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Let's go now. 1970 Lions. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick. To bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a first First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Hooker's going to throw it. That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
19 Tiger.
On the counter, it's Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing. Hooker. He'll find Metcalf. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And it's caught. Touchdown. Breece Hall from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Hooker. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there on third down. Here's a give to Hall. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Ready.
Here's Hooker. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
60 Vikings. Here is Franco with
They'll give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball again on second down. And again behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Ready. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Slant right, but he's got Freiermuth. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Get it. 19 Tiger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33.
The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now a quick flow there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. He used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offense.
Gets through, and now an opening. Well, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now Hooker. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
Here we
yard.
go, check. Check.
Once again, Judkins. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Watson throws another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Hooker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, ready. Ready, go.
One more time with Hall. Well, that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Come on, come on. Set. Bronco in. Smash, smash.
Now a running play here with Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll swing this out to Jenkins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
He's back to throw. Checks it down to Jenkins. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now. Stop the Lions. Ready.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
Ready, go!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Steelers 22.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been
to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men that been to jail before, and all them other cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' post the dog.